And my portfolio, I invest in a lot of oil companies, right? Oil companies, marijuana companies, because if you think about it, that's what's going on today's time, right? That's what we need oil right now. We need, a lot of people have the medical marijuana card. So a lot of these dispensaries coming up. And so when we, look at today's time, you have to be in tune with that, right? You got to look at those companies. So that's number 2. Identify which industry you want to invest into. Number 3, I'm going to say it again. You have to track that company. Don't think for once you're finna see them buy 3,000 shares in X, Y, and Z. And, could you see it at a $3,600 PPS, price per share rate? But that may be the max, maybe the top off. Now, it can exceed based on demand. But if you track it, maybe 3,600 being like it being 3,600 for the past 2 years or so, right? So, and again, investment's not a quick get rich opportunity. It can be, but make your mind up. That's number 4. You want to do it for longevity, or you want to do it for a quick get rich opportunity, short term, and just cash out. And that's great. But I'll do a longevity. And I'm going to tell you how I benefit from me doing a longevity. So my financial portfolio is 80% dividends based. Now, what dividends based is more so like, okay, if my company make a profit, then hey, I get a check or some money into my accounts, when they submit their records. And then I check this out. I can either reinvest those funds back in the market with the same company or another company, or transfer those funds to my personal banking account. And guess what? I still own that stock, right? So I'm a big fan of dividend-based companies, right? Because I want to be able to keep the company and also make some money from that company, right? So that's number 4. Number 5, if you're not too sure about this, find a person that know what they're talking about, at least somewhat, right? A little more than you, right? And they can lead you and guide you. Okay. I was able to. You can't just use Stash. You can, but I use 3 different platforms. Sometimes 4. Google. Read up on the company. The news of the company, updates of the company. They closing down stores, or are they going foreclosed, or are they laying off employees? All those are areas of red flags for me, because I want to be able to see what I'm investing in, right? So now let's talk about this social. Let's talk about this social environment, social surrounding, and how do it, impact our youth and young adults, and even us as adults in today's time, right? And so, I had the, privilege, still do, I had the privilege to sit down with a lot of youth and young adults and adults in the communities, right? And and I go to horse races, and I also go other places as well. So I get, cultural diversity is key, ladies and gentlemen, right? And so I want to be able to it's okay to be in those environments, but don't feed into it. If that ain't for you, hey, take your own car. I got to ride out. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I did that plenty of times. I was able to ride, at the beginning I was riding with people trying to save gas. I'm going to ride with you, man. All right, let's ride. Then I'd be tired, eyes be red, exhausted. And and are in unfamiliar places that I'm not comfortable being in. I have to just suck it up and say, I'm gonna stay back here and and in the background, right? And hopefully ask them if I'm ready to go. And they say, you ready to go? I say, I'm ready. Then it's a whole nother 30 minutes to an hour, right, for they even say let's ride. So when so take your own car, because if you're not feeling that environment, don't sit there. Don't stand there, Now they got like companies you can pick you up, Uber, taxi, X, Y, and Z. But no, be careful and be aware of your social surrounding and how would it impact you as a person, career wise, and also individualized wise, right? So it's hard to be, I listen to hip hop, listen to all type of music, hip hop, country, gospel, most definitely, R&B. But I listen to it, right? I don't go around, trying to reenact what the artist is saying. Right? So just try to take one or two positive pieces from that, from each of those lyrics, and apply it to your life. And so just be careful, because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people, youth, young adults, they just, they this is a big world, and it would definitely swallow anybody up if you're not strong enough, right? So you got to be strong enough. Put yourself around individuals that could keep you on the right path, right? Keep you, hold you accountable. Keep you going in the right direction. And say, okay, Al, I got people in my corner say, Al, you messing up, man. You got to get it together. You got to get it together. And so, and I appreciate those people, because when they, and I thought about it, I used to think that individuals then support me, by them being up front and say, Al, you got to get together, man. You ain't gonna never, the way you going, you ain't gonna never change it. You ain't gonna never, things never change for you, right? And so, and now I'm glad to have and it was hard. My pride, I had big pride, so it was hard for me to sit and listen to them. But see, as I continue to get older or seasoned, I'm gonna use that term, more seasoned, I say, man, I gotta start listening to these individuals, right? Because, they're at where I want to be, or I don't want to be where I was X amount of years ago, right? So you gotta accelerate every day. You gotta go to the next level every day. If you go to the next level every day, every day should level up. I'll put the plan in place and execute that plan, positive plan, and level up. You have to do that, because if you don't, you're going to be stagnant, and then you're going to be around the same individuals that do the same thing, and 10 years going down the road, and you say, man, I'm still in the same position I was 10 years ago. These years, ladies and gentlemen, they go fast, right? They go fast. And so put yourself around individuals, immerse yourself around individuals that's on the same positive path as you, have goals, want to invest into their life monetarily, and also, hey, let's be straightforward, emotionally, physically, mentally, right? You got to invest into yourself, right? And then now you can help others, right? I'm a big fan of helping others. I get a joy having people out. When people call on me and say, Al, I need your help, Al, let's talk. That's how these power talks, man. I'm all up for that. Because years ago, people never done that for Al. And I ain't saying that just to, I'm not saying that just to, feel bad for me, no. But I turned a new leaf. And so now people see the value. So see the value in yourself, and people see the value in you, and they invest in you monetarily and also time and knowledge. All right. So let's get into the last thing here. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long tonight. First